And welcome to our very first live stream, Media Generation. My name is Stefan Klopper, and I'm joined with my co-host, Damien Hennessy. Damien, give the people some love.
Hey Stefan, hey guys, it's great to have you here. We are very excited about our show. We're also very nervous.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Yeah, we're gonna have fun with it.
Yeah. So, Damien, tell us a little about this show. So we did our test runs, right?
We did yesterday.
A few days ago. A first one a week ago. Then yesterday, our second one. And today is our official launch. So just tell us a little about what is the Media Generation actually about.
So essentially, we are two geeks with access to broadcasting equipment.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about movies, we're going to talk about comic books, music, whatever, is up at the moment and we enjoy. Things we are passionate about.
And just have fun with it. So me and Damien, we both, I think we can start with this, we both work in the TV and film industry. And yeah, as he said, we wanted to do a live stream and this is it. We're going to do it every week, a live podcast. We're just going to talk about what is in the mainstream media and what is up, what is hot and happening at the moment. So, Damien, what topics are we going to discuss today?
Well, today we're going to be covering Spider-Man Far From Home and its recent release.
Oh, yes.
We've got the broken social media and how everything failed the other day.
Everybody remembers that. I hope you guys remember that. That was a crisis. I know you had quite a walk-in.
Yeah.
We whole situation.
Right into that just now.
Yeah.
and we're also talking about the 2019 Lion King.
Oh, yeah. I'm very excited for that. Some big feelings that's coming up then. Okay, so let's talk about what is first. Spider-Man Far From Home released this week, right?
I can't wait to watch it. I'm looking very much forward to it.
We didn't watch it yet. So don't worry, there won't be any spoilers of this movie so far, but we are going to discuss what happened with the release date and what the trailer shows like and just what the critics are saying about this movie.
Yes, that's true. So guys, also just respect each other. Don't post spoilers in the comments, please. It's a live broadcast. We can't filter that stuff out, and also please no profanities. We have parents watching this, so just please respect that.
Yes. I want to shout out to Wayne Stradom. He told us earlier he will be listening to our first podcast. Hi Wayne, we're so glad to see you here and we hope you enjoy. So Spider-Man Far From Home released this Wednesday, the 3rd of July in South Africa, as where it released in the rest of the world the 2nd of July.
Yeah, so we got it on the 3rd. We got it a day later, which is actually interesting because South Africa usually gets our movies a day ahead of America.
Exactly. And you know why, though?
No, I actually don't know. Tell me.
Okay, so for those of you who's living on a budget, like most people out there, actually, on Tuesdays you usually get half price movies, like it's the Kiniko. So I know for certain that they did that just to skip that half price, because remember, if you release it on half price, you're not making as much money as you usually would in the box office.
Fair enough. Yes. I tend to go watch movies on a Tuesday as well because it just works out cheaper. I mean, all the fans are there on those days. It's the smart budget thing to do.
Yeah, for someone like me who's in a relationship and I pay for two, so half price is definitely a yes for me.
Oh, so you pay for two. Can you tell us a little bit about that, or is that for off the show thing?
No, that's an off the show thing. We're not going to go into that. So the critics loved it. The fans loved it. I know the fans loved the show. They loved Spider-Man Far From Home. But the critics also dived in, and some were positive comments, but a lot were also not so positive comments.
Okay, so what kind of non-positive comments do we have?
Okay, first let's get to the positive. The best, let's go to the guy Sandy Angulo Shen from Common Sense Media. He said, simultaneously humorous and heartfelt, entertaining and angsty. This action-packed sequel is an exploration of Peter Parker's grief and moving on in a post-Endgame world. I like that.
Yeah, that looks. Look, I've watched Endgame. I've watched all the Marvel movies up until now. I'm a massive fan. All my friends know that. All my family knows that. And Endgame really changed a lot, and it's good to see where it moves on from there. I want to see the repercussions of everything that happened up until now.
Yeah.
Like, spoiler alert, guys, if you haven't seen the movie, but
Endgame
this
now.
is your warning now for everything up until Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Essentially, Endgame ends with everyone coming back after the snap, which is a
They did.
big thing, except there are certain people who just don't make it at the end of the film.
Can we say it though?
I'm a bit nervous.
Let's get into that once we get to the Endgame part, because we also are going to discuss that, because as you guys know, the latest Endgame re-released to cope with Avatar, or to compete with Avatar's box office. But we'll get into that later on. Let's get back to Spider-Man. So one of the negative comments was made by who was this? Oh, the Wall Street Journal.
Okay.
Right. And it was John Anderson saying, Spider-Man Far From Home is a visually incoherent, effective, heavy superhero movie that would seem quite at home on the Disney Channel. That's a
Ouch.
burn.
Yeah.
That's a burn for Spider-Man.
It makes it come across like a real kid-marketed film when it's actually just for all ages. And look, I love Disney. We all love Disney.
We all love Disney. I mean, we grew up with Disney. Disney is the food that we eat, and it's the food that children will eat for ages to come, till this day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I get it. Honestly, I get where he's coming from, though.
Do you?
I
In
do.
what sense?
Marvel, the moment they released the first Spider-Man,
Okay.
Spider-Man
Homecoming.
right? They put a new twist on it. They made it more comic book style fun, right?
Okay.
To appeal to more audiences and just get that more comic book feel. And it was amazing. It was the best. I think it was the top rated Marvel film at that point.
I believe
correct.
so. I believe so. Black Panther was very close as well. I mean, Black Panther
did
the
amazing.
most of everyone so
Yeah.
far, except until Endgame.
But that released after Spider-Man.
Correct, yes.
Till the day up when Spider-Man released, it was the top grossing.
Yes, it was.
And they took that style over to Thor Ragnarok.
Yes, they did.
The comic book style.
Accurate. They got the Steve Ditko art that they chucked into the background. I mean, the color palette is on point with the comic books back from the 70s and 80s.
It was a very colorful. I loved it. I think that's what actually made it good. And the humor was brought into Marvel. So I just loved it. And now they're taking the comic book theme over to Far From Home. And I get it. Endgame had a little more of a serious theme.
Yes, it had to. It was
So-
ending off the book.
Yeah, so in comparison to Far From Home, yeah, it is more childlike, but I don't think you have to compare it to the movies they show on Disney. I think that's kind of a low blow to Spider-Man. But anyway, if you guys haven't seen Spider-Man Far From Home, go check it out. It is in cinemas right this moment. You guys don't want to miss this. I hear there's some amazing post-credit scenes. You know
yes.
what I mean.
It's a Marvel film, you know.
Yeah. If you don't know what it is, go re-watch the Marvel series.
You have time.
You missed a lot. But yeah, stick around for it and go watch it.
Let's do it. But before we move on, I actually want to ask you, who is your favorite Spider-Man? I mean, we've had 3 incarnations of Spider-Man in the live-action universe alone. We had Tobey Maguire, we had Andrew Garfield, and now we've got Tom Holland. Who is your favorite of those 3?
You know, because I grew up with
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire. He stays my classic Spider-Man. I love him. He's really amazing. Andrew Garfield, I'm not a fan. Sorry, I don't like he's too cool. He's just, I'm too cool for this, and I'm sorry. No, he's not. But Tom Holland is taking the tops. Okay, props to Andrew Garfield. He got the funness. He was fun.
Yes,
he was
he
a
had
fun
humor.
Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire was the more, how can I say, the professor. He was the smart Spider-Man.
You think so?
And now you've got Tom Holland. He's not dumb. He's smart. You can see it in the latest trailers of Spider-Man Far From Home. He takes that knowledge and he takes the fun, and he really becomes one in Spider-Man. I mean, he takes the knowledge, he takes the fun. That is who Spider-Man is. He's a fun, a geek.
Well, I like your answer, just so you know. I'm not too far off point from there. For me, Tobey Maguire, he was the nerd, the charismatic nerd that everyone saw Peter Parker as. He was the everyman. He was the guy that everyone could relate to.
Yeah.
He was a geek. He was the one bullied and whatnot. Personally, I wasn't a big fan of his Spider-Man because he wasn't, quirky enough. In the comic books, I read the comic books.
Yeah.
He was quirky. Everyone loved him because he could be anyone, and yet he had this demeanor about him that was just hopeful and joyous. Then you had Andrew Garfield. I did not enjoy him as Peter Parker. Peter Parker, he was almost too cool to be Peter Parker.
Exactly. So you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You understand exactly what I mean.
I like the fact that they incorporated he made his own technology though. And then you come to Tom Holland. Back to Andrew Garfield. He was a great Spider-Man. So the complete contrast of Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
And then you get Tom Holland, who is actually at the perfect age to play a 15-year-old Spider-Man.
Yes.
With the athleticism, with the quirkiness, and with the intelligence. I mean, he is the whole package.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, you know how Tobey Maguire, actually everything got younger.
Yes.
Aunt May got younger, Spider-Man got younger. It's not like they're going for a whole younger generation.
That is true.
Maybe it was the lead up to somebody's death in Endgame, maybe
Yes,
to take over from him. But we'll get on to that
With great
now.
power comes really big tears.
Okay, let's just get into it. Tony Stark's death.
Oh, okay. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, drop the bomb on them. Yeah, okay, so Endgame re-released.
Yes,
right?
yes, it has.
Those of you who haven't seen Endgame, what are you doing with your life? I mean, come on, go see Endgame. It is the second highest box office rated movie at this point. No, it hasn't beaten Avatar yet.
Hence the re-release.
Hence the re-release. That was their aim and target, but they didn't do it, and I have a feeling I know why.
Okay.
And we are going to discuss it now. But just to get into the technicals, they're actually $20 million away from beating Avatar.
Wow, I'm impressed.
I hope they can do it for Marvel's sake, because Marvel did an amazing job of leading up all these movies for the past 10 years. So I think they deserve it.
Yeah.
James Cameron, he's good.
He had a vision,
He had a good vision.
I mean, he was the guy who did Titanic.
That is true. James Cameron, he is amazing, but I think really I think Marvel deserves to wear the mantle of, hey, you've got the highest box office rated movie.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they've been leading up to it for 11 years. Give them the chance to move to the top spot.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, for those of you guys that did fall for the whole Endgame re-release, we didn't fall for it, but we do have the knowledge of
what gets included in the special release.
Included.
Yes.
So Damien, okay, so for you guys that do want to see it in the movies, I would suggest just keep covered.
I'm going to be careful not to spoil too much, so don't stress about that. I'm going to give it very general as to what the overview of what they actually include.
The thing is, it's not really spoilers.
Precisely.
Because the one scene is released in Spider-Man Far From Home trailer.
Exactly. So
it's not really that much extra.
Basically, the 3-hour movie does not change whatsoever, as far as I understand, at least.
Yeah.
Then at the end of the film, they have a very touching tribute to Stan Lee. I mean, unfortunately, he passed away shortly before Captain Marvel was released.
Yeah.
So they have a very touching tribute to him. All his cameos, all his behind the scenes discussions, interviews.
And what a legend he was.
Yeah, yes. I honestly have a lot of respect for him. I mean, it couldn't have been very easy starting in the World War II and busy making comic books. I mean,
yeah.
Who knew?
You know why he did that?
No, I actually don't.
It was to inspire hope into the people.
To inspire morale and stuff.
Basically, yeah, because the people were so down. Because, I mean, if you think about how many people died in World War II, it was tragic, and he had to give some inspiration. That's where Captain America came from, and everything, just to give them some hope that there is heroes in between our people.
I've heard that rumor, and I'm jumping onto that. I like that idea. The fact that he went and brought hope to everyone's lives through art and through, because that is what comic books are. It's art. It is, and it's why stories are actually out there. We as
filmmakers are supposed to know something about that, because you inspire. You live to strive, to inspire, to tell stories, to give hope, to inspire, to dream. And that's what Stan Lee did. And so, yeah, courtesy to, well, not courtesy, but thanks to Stan Lee for giving us our childhoods and this amazing stories.
Yeah, respect, Stan. Then we've also got a deleted scene from the Endgame film. I mean, Endgame is really 3 hours long.
Yeah.
But the scene in question is basically a unfinished scene of the Hulk.
Oh, I saw that.
It looks... Look, they could have completed it if they're going to re-release it in Avengers.
Yeah.
The CGI is not complete.
At least just make his mouth move. I mean, Hulk's mouth doesn't even move in the scene.
It's kind of creepy. I'm not going to lie.
Come on. If you're going to release something, just do it right.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for the scene, but really.
Yeah.
Really,
we always appreciate it, but the thing is, it can be a thing on YouTube or a DVD extra. It doesn't have to go back in the cinema to rewatch a 3-hour movie just for that.
Exactly. And now the last scene, it's Spider-Man. Okay, so we have Nick Fury and
Maria Hill
driving up through the broken down town that you see in the trailers of Spider-Man Far From Home. I don't know if you know where that is. It's somewhere in Europe.
I'm actually not sure. It looks like a desert area, like
Egypt,
like Tibet or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe somewhere, and all of a sudden, and all of a sudden, they jump out of the car and they see what's going on. All of a sudden, Sandman pops up.
Yes.
Okay. And he starts fighting, and then
Mysterio
shows up and just say, what is that line that he says?
But you don't want any part of this.
You don't want any part of this, and you just blast his blast. But you see that in the trailers of Spider-Man Far From Home. So what's the point?
Not only that, the re-release comes a week before Spider-Man comes out. I mean, are they going to go to watch a 3-hour movie just to see a sneak peek of a movie they're going to see the very next week?
Exactly. So, yeah, that was...
Look, Marvel, I love you.
Endgame.
You're awesome, but, just think these things through, please.
Yeah. If you are going to go watch Endgame again, go watch it for the movie. Don't go watch it for the extra scenes. It's not worth it. Trust me. Trust us. All right. That is that for Marvel. I think let's get onto the thing that really issued a lot of the people this week.
Okay. Tell us about
it really worked on our nerves. I know it worked on your nerves. So Wednesday, we had a total social media, I wouldn't say shut down, but I would say the social media broke.
There was a glitch that kind of broke social media.
So for those of you that don't know, the same people that own Facebook also own Instagram and WhatsApp.
Okay.
It's the same. It's owned by the same company. And when you went onto Facebook, a lot of photos couldn't load, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And also, I realized that because somebody posted on Facebook, hey, why isn't photos loading? And I didn't think about it too much. So I scrolled and I saw actually some of your photos that didn't load. I was like, okay, it's fine. I'll just leave it. Maybe it's just my data or my connection, because I always struggle with my connection. Then I went to WhatsApp and my sister sent me a photo of a little puppy dog. And I tried to open that and it didn't open. And then I went back to Facebook and I saw, okay, but more people are talking about what is actually happening. And I actually saw an article that said that social media is down. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll leave it. I'm not going to really worry about it. So I left it. But I know you experienced it a lot more differently than...
Yeah, I told Stefan this story a few days ago. Actually, not a few days, I think yesterday.
Yeah.
And you were pretty much laughing straight out of your chair. Basically, I was busy uploading an Instagram picture just to show off where I was eating, because the food was delicious. And it wasn't loading, and I wasn't sure why. And earlier on that day, someone had been trying to send me some media on WhatsApp.
Yes.
And it wasn't downloading. So I was thinking, okay, I've had problems with my phone before. Maybe it's a space problem. Maybe I've had too many apps on my phone.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and I did a factory reset of my entire phone.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's not very intelligent.
Reset of your phone. Damien.
Completely.
Really?
For those who don't know, it's basically you reset your phone, you get rid of all your apps at once. Fortunately, I had the option to save all my photos and my music and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But everything else goes back to the way you got it when you first buy your phone.
You should have just done what Jock did.
What did he do?
He just deleted his WhatsApp, which is still not he didn't solve it. he lost all his messages and stuff.
Ooh.
But the thing is, you don't do that. You just go research first, and maybe you'll figure it out. But now,
Well, that's the thing. I went in afterwards. I found on Georgita Stanstorm that, by the way, everyone's dealing with this issue. So.
oh well, now you know at least. Now it won't be an issue again.
Oh, I really hope not.
Okay, sorry, I just want to point this out. For those of you that don't know, Stefan, that's me. I'm the guy with the red shirt on the photo. And Damien is the one with the black jacket looking down at me.
I'm the really tall one, yeah.
He's the tall one, I'm the short one. You'll guys see it. You guys will see it. Okay, but the big issue with this whole social media breakdown slash glitch slash, I don't know what you want to call it. But the issue is a lot of people, a lot of companies actually use social media, use Facebook to advertise their companies.
Yes, they do.
Right. And that is their main platform of advertisement. A lot of companies, and a lot of companies pay thousands and thousands of dollars to advertise on this. So the issue now is they are selling ad time to these companies while they have a glitch. So these companies are paying for people not seeing their ads.
Yes. Basically, they're paying for dead air.
Basically, yeah, that's exactly what's happening. So now the question is, are these companies going to get their money back?
I don't know. Look, it was a day. We can all understand it was a mistake that happened. But, I think there should be some sort of, like, guys, we'll give you 1 day's free ad usage or something. Just to say, look, it was our mistake.
Yeah.
We fixed it.
For small companies, okay, let's for small guys, you're going to lose, 500 Rand at most.
Look, that is a lot of money. I mean, even on my salary, I mean...
Okay, I agree. But think of companies like... I wouldn't say Google uses Facebook to advertise. Let's say Amazon.
Okay, yeah.
Amazon can use Facebook, and I can promise you, they're not pushing in 500 Rand. They're probably pushing in $100,000.
That is
that's
I can't imagine getting that much money.
Exactly, that's a whole other ball game. So I don't know. I think they should just address this and just tell the people, hey, we're dealing with it. We'll see what's gonna happen. Just say, okay, we'll give you something for free. Don't just ignore them. But Facebook has been in the media for this past year now, quite a while, with Mark Zuckerberg evaluation of the privacy of Facebook. I don't know if you know about that, where he stood in front of Congress and they asked him
yes. Basically,
questions. So Facebook hasn't been in the media, so good luck to Facebook, but please stay on because this is our main form of streaming. So keep Facebook alive. Hashtag keep Facebook alive.
That's just become official, guys, and it started right here on Media Generation.
Yeah. Okay, so enough of the Facebook blog. Oh, actually, I want to hear your stories about what happened to you. What did you miss with this whole social media block, WhatsApp block thing? If you maybe missed a photo or two. Oh. If you have a story like Damien where you wiped your phone, please let us know.
Yeah, let us know in the comment section. Let us know what your personal vantage point of this whole Facebook failure, or social media failure, should I call it. Sorry, let me call out Facebook here.
Yeah.
It was a social media failure, and just let us know in the comments below.
See, this is what happens when a company forms a monopoly and it controls all social media platforms.
Yeah, bro, that's a very dangerous territory. I'm not gonna lie.
But it's true, though.
Yeah?
It's true, though, because now Facebook was down, so WhatsApp was down, so Instagram's down. Although I didn't really experience any bad things with Instagram. I didn't experience photos not loading or stuff like that.
So you didn't experience that at all?
Not on Instagram. WhatsApp, yeah. And I couldn't send voice notes. That's an issue because I talk a lot.
He really does, guys. I work with him.
And now I had to type everything, so that's a big issue for me. I can't type that a lot.
Before we go on, I was going to say a shout out to the amazing people who are busy watching at the moment. We've got Joshua saying Twitter was ripping on them hard. Josh, dude, it's good to hear from you, and thank you for listening to our show. And
Yeah. Wayne Stratham said, I get the whole business thing, but it was quite nice having some forced screen-free time. Wayne, that is very, very true. It's always good to get a little bit away from social media and
Yeah.
just spend time with your family. Always remember that, guys.
Yeah, family time is important, and family time is carrying time.
Yeah, we're getting motivational here.
Uh,
We're not just gonna have fun topics, just so you guys
We're
understand.
gonna go
that.
deep.
We're gonna go deep sometimes. We're gonna get some deep stories. Maybe even get some people in here. Maybe get some guests in here later on. You guys will see. This is gonna be a very, very fun channel slash page slash podcast. This isn't a radio.
This is two guys having fun with what we have.
Yeah, and we want you guys to talk with us. So I love this. I love the fact that you guys are talking with us on Facebook. So shout out to Joshua, shout out to Wayne, shout out to Odette, Deborah,
Deborah, yes.
Shout out to Deborah. Sorry, I didn't know. Shout out to Elise. Shout out to everyone on the stream.
Shout out to Natasha
welcome.
Bronkhorst, who just joined us.
Hey, Natasha. I know Natasha. You know Natasha?
Yes, I know Natasha.
Welcome, Natasha. It's so, guys, if you guys just tuned in, we are discussing the latest of the greatest mainstream topics, what's hot, what's not. We just discussed the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer and being released this week. Not the trailer, the movie being released.
The movie being released,
The
yes.
Endgame extra scenes.
Look, we're saying trailer because we haven't seen it yet, so...
That is true.
To
That is
us, it
true.
isn't real yet.
But the thing is, they're releasing so much trailers that you already see the movie. But anyway,
That's
let's
a
not-
whole different topic we can discuss another time.
Yeah.
But our next topic at the moment is the new casting for Batman.
Ooh.
I mean, I know I'm a
like-
big Batman fan. I mean, that's a whole different spectrum from Marvel.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, Robert Pattinson
Your
from Twilight is Batman now.
your vampire crush. Team
Batman.
Team Edward. Team Edward. Anybody? Team Edward. I want to know.
I'm not going to give you any support there, man.
Huh?
No.
No, I'm not team. Yeah, sure. Let's
You're
go
making it
Team
sound
Edward.
like that.
Okay, that's fine. I want to know: are you Team Edward or Team Jacob? It's a blast from the past. It's yesterday was Throwback Tuesday. This is Throwback Friday. Wait, take back.
You mean Throwback Thursday?
Throw. Yeah. That's what I meant.
So, guys, we work up in a studio where we have no light and like no windows, so the days kind of go past us sometimes.
I don't know what month is it. I don't know what year it is. We're just having fun.
So, Robert Pattinson. He's famous for Edward Cullen in Twilight, obviously.
Yes.
Look, there's another movie I watched him in called Remember Me, which he was absolutely phenomenal in.
And Harry Potter,
Yes, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. He plays Cedric Diggory.
who accidentally died.
Spoilers, dude.
Spoiler. Oh, come on. If you
Spoiler
haven't
alert.
watched Harry Potter by this time, I mean, come on.
So,
Get
yeah.
with the times.
As we all know, Ben Affleck was Batman in Suicide Squad, as well
Yes.
as Batman v Superman and Justice League.
Yeah. And unfortunately, Ben is no longer going to be Batman.
Yeah.
And I just want to point this out as well. Henry Cavill, that played Superman, is also not going to be Superman anymore. I don't know what's happening with DC, but they are losing characters faster than the Earth is losing us at this moment.
Yeah, it's really sad. Look, I really liked Henry Cavill as Superman, and Ben Affleck. I enjoyed his take on Batman.
Yeah.
But you know
had
what?
a serious take.
I'm open to change. I'm hoping that they find a more cohesive way of bringing the story together now and running with it. I mean, Marvel has got a great track record of 11
Marvel
years
does.
and climbing.
Yeah.
DC, come on, guys! You have the original superhero, Superman.
Yeah.
They're the
mean,
most
come
sought after
on.
characters.
Flashback Friday. Sorry, I just saw that went straight on me. Thank you. Flashback Friday. That's the word.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Getting into Robert Pattinson. At first, I wasn't.
You weren't a big fan.
I wasn't a fan. Not of him, but not of the fact that he's going to be Batman.
Yes. Look, we have all those haters who come and say, they don't like this character as this thing. We don't like this actor as this thing. We had Jack Nicholson, who played Joker in one of the Batman movies.
Yeah.
And people didn't think he could do it. And he blew it out of the water.
That is true.
So I'm open to the idea of Robert Pattinson doing Batman.
Yeah. Sorry, I just want to get back to the part where you talked about Marvel being in the live for 11 years. When DC released in Justice League, right?
Yes.
They were trying to compete with Marvel. All of a
Yes.
sudden, right? I think that was the biggest mistake that I could ever make. Marvel had a big build up to Avengers.
Yeah, look, the idea that what they got wrong exactly is that Marvel built up their characters, their solo characters from the ground up. I mean, they started with 2008's Iron Man, who introduced the world to them. Then we expanded with Hulk, we expanded with Captain America, we expanded with those characters. And then there was an ensemble movie together.
Exactly.
And DC did one or two solo films, and then suddenly chucked in a whole bunch of people in one movie.
And then they wanted to jump. They wanted to skip the process. That isn't how you do it. You have to build it up. And I hope with Robert Pattinson, they are going to restart it. And hopefully Taylor Lautner as Robert.
Yeah, have you seen those fan-made pictures of them like photoshopped as Batman and Robin together?
I have. Very,
they got
very
the
funny.
Cheesy 1960s Batman costumes on.
For those of you who don't know who Robert Pattinson, Taylor Lautner is.
Taylor Lautner, yeah.
He is, he's the guy that played a werewolf in Twilight.
Yes, Edward Cullen. And they had, the fans are going to hate me for this. I can't remember his name now. Jacob, thank you.
Team Jacob, come on,
man.
Team Edward and Team Jacob, you gotta get with the times.
Hey, those times are past.
That is true. There was actually a big debate at that time. Are you a fan of Harry Potter or Twilight?
Yes,
because of Robert Pattinson. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, because he was in both franchises.
Yeah. Okay, we promised this to him once we see him. You join.
Yes, Moses Williams,
Mr.
welcome to the
Momo.
show. Thank you for following us, and thank you for watching.
Our own celebrity. The local celebrity is watching,
the Coloured Lighty.
Yeah, Mr. Coloured Lighty himself. So Moses, welcome. It's so fun to have you here with us. And thank you guys for keeping the comments live and hot. It's amazing.
Thank you for the support, guys. We really appreciate it. I mean, this is our first stream, and we've already gotten a lot of support, and we really, really, truly appreciate that.
Yeah, so this is amazing. Yeah, okay, so let's get into Batman real quick.
Okay.
I remember all the Batman films and so forth. Well, most of them. I wasn't born with the first
You had to catch up.
I didn't, but I have to, but I didn't. My story started with Michael Keaton. It was first Michael Keaton and then George Clooney, right? If I have it correct.
Because it was actually first Adam West, and then Michael Keaton.
Okay.
Then Kevin Conroy as the voice actor. Val Kilmer, George Clooney, Christian Bale, and then we have Ben Affleck.
Okay. So my journey started with Michael Keaton.
Okay. So from Batman 1989.
Yes, 1989. The first one that I watched was Batman and Penguin with Catwoman. I don't know what the...
Yes.
Do you remember that?
I do remember that scene. I'm trying to remember which movie it's from.
With
Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman and...
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's the guy's name now? The guy...
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
As Penguin.
Danny DeVito. What an amazing actor.
Yeah.
And
it's quite
role
a throwback.
he did
He's now in
with
Jumanji.
Penguin. Yes. We actually talked about Jumanji earlier. Maybe we'll get into that later on, but we'll see. So Michael Keaton was my first one. What an amazing movie. I love the way they did Penguin. It was very gruesome, actually, that film. If I think what I think about is when he ate that fish.
Yeah, that was cringeworthy. I mean, there was this black goo coming out of his mouth. It was absolutely just
Yeah.
You watch it today. Don't watch it while eating supper or something.
Don't eat fish. Don't eat sushi. And watch that film. But Catwoman, again, amazing.
Just don't eat fish. That's just my opinion.
Catwoman was amazing. The way they built that up, absolutely great. And then I moved on to George Clooney with Batman, and then Batman and Robin, and then Batman Forever. And that was, I think, the best of the best for me.
George Clooney, correction, they did. It was Batman and Robin 1997. I don't want to call it out, but I mean, he was in one film.
Wasn't he in Batman Forever?
No, that was Val Kilmer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Sorry, I made a mistake.
We all make mistakes. I actually made a boo-boo earlier, but fortunately, yeah. I've got a question from Wayne Stratham. Have you guys watched Gotham at all? I've watched Gotham. I watched, I think, up until halfway through season 3.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It started off well, and it kind of just went downhill for me.
Yeah, I personally didn't watch Gotham. I know it's more of a crime
It's basically Gotham before the Batman.
Yeah, and it's the build-up of Joker, right? If I have it correct.
They made that into a side story, yes.
Okay, so no, I didn't watch Gotham. I didn't watch it at all. Sorry, Wayne. I heard some critics about it. It's not
didn't
for me.
reach the standards that us as people like. I used to watch Smallville, and that was the
Smallville
lead
was
up to
amazing.
Superman.
Exactly.
Well, in the early seasons as well.
Yeah.
I found these shows, the longer they stay on, they somehow drive themselves into the ground, and it's kind of sad.
Okay, well let's talk about that. Let's get Flash.
Yes, Flash.
Arrow.
Yes, Arrow.
Supergirl.
Legends of Tomorrow.
Dude, I mean, come on. Flash is hitting season 5. I think season 6 is maybe coming.
Yes, yes.
I'm at season 5, episode 18.
And Arrow's about to start as last season. I think season 8, if I'm not mistaken.
And you know, they have done some amazing rounds in the TV. So it's crazy. They were good. They were good. Where I'm at now, I know Cora that works with us. Cora, shout out to you.
Cora Butte, yeah.
Cora, she's now at season 1 Flash. She never watched it and she's hooked. I told her about something and she's like, no, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
So no, that, and I love the way that they merge everything. And you know about the one episode that I talked to you about where the Smallville music came into.
I had
Dude,
goosebumps.
What? It was like reliving my childhood. It was so amazing. I really love that.
Just to explain that, like, basically, Arrow and the Flash has been going on ever since Smallville ended. Or, well, when I say ever since, they started after Smallville. Smallville had 10 seasons, if I'm not mistaken, of the lead up towards Clark Kent becoming Superman.
Yeah.
Then Arrow released, then Flash released, and it was a whole new universe.
Exactly.
And then they go, okay, by the way, we need to go fetch something. And then suddenly there is the Smallville theme song,
Exactly.
Save Me by Remy Zero.
Yeah.
I mean, that is iconic. You hear that music, it is Smallville.
Yeah. And you know what? You can't really, like, you can fight it and say, but no, it's not the same. It's different stories. It's different timelines. They can justify it with the multiverses. So you can't fight that one.
Mm-hmm.
I think once you introduce the multiverses, everything's thrown out the door. Just like Harry Potter, anything is thrown out the door because there's magic. There's magic.
Yeah, there is magic. And look, DC Universe has it.
Yeah.
I mean, going back to Robert Pattinson now as Batman. I mean, can you believe it?
Mm.
The Patman.
The Patman.
Yeah, we had
that.
Ben Affleck as Batfleck. We now have the Patman.
Patman, yeah.
Look, I'm open to DC Universe doing something new and hopefully getting it right this time. Look, DC, I've been a follower and supporter of yours for a very long time. I mean, that was long before I ever jumped into Marvel. You have the opportunity to build something nice and strong and new.
Yeah.
And just do it from the ground up. Don't rush it. Enjoy it. Have as much fun with it as we do watching it. I mean, Robert Pattinson, look, I'm a bit nervous about the casting, but I'm open to it.
Yeah.
I'm open to giving him a fair chance, like everyone should.
Yeah, he will. I had a bad feeling about it, but now I'm more open to it. Definitely. And I'm excited to see. I hope they recast Flash.
You think so?
I hope they do.
Ezra Miller to someone else.
Yeah, please take him out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the guys that liked Ezra Miller, but it didn't work for me because I got hooked on the fact that who's the guy that played Barry Allen in
Grant Gustin.
Grant Gustin. I got hooked on that Flash, and Ezra, he just didn't do it for me. Sorry, maybe I'm just biased, but yeah, it didn't work for me.
What's your opinion, guys? Do you think Grant Gustin did a better job as a Flash, or do you think that Ezra Miller should stay with the role, or do you think he should be recast?
Yeah, let us know in the comments down below. That would be awesome. Thank you guys again for listening in, and thank you for keeping the comment section alive. It looks amazing. It looks like you guys are enjoying this so very much. Thank you for interacting with us. Damien, I just want to know, before we go on to the next topic,
yes, I'm listening.
What is your favorite Batman? Because you are much more of a Disney DC
Batman
fan.
is a princess now, eh?
DC fan than I am. So what is your favorite Batman?
Look, my answer is going to sound like a bit of a cheat, okay? So I'm gonna tell you who my live action one is, and then I'm gonna tell you who my favorite Batman is in general.
Okay.
My favorite live action Batman has got to be Christian Bale from the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah.
It was dark and gritty, but it was also grounded and realistic.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that in my Batman. I mean, I would like to believe that it is something that could actually happen, while still staying fictional.
Yeah.
But I've got to give it to the OG of Batman's for me, Kevin Conroy.
Okay.
He was the voice
Animated
of Batman.
series.
Correct. Yes.
Yes.
He is the Batman, or the actor whom I measure every other Batman actor up against. And it's the same with the Joker. Mark Hamill. Anyone?
Yes. Mark Hamill. You guys know who Mark Hamill is. He is the one who played
Luke Skywalker
in Star Wars.
Yes.
I mean, he's the OG of Star Wars, basically. And he voiced the Joker in the animated series. For those of you who didn't know, he did an amazing job.
Oh, he is brilliant. Oh,
he also did the voice of Chucky. If you didn't know that.
Yeah. In the Chucky remake.
Yeah, the cursed.
I'm actually not sure what
Isn't
it's called.
it the cursed
look it up
child?
quickly.
Child's Play.
Child's Play. Yes.
That's the word.
It's a remake of an old film of the same name.
Yeah.
Which came out. Let me just double check on my facts here. Oh, my mouse is jumping all over the place. That's actually kind of embarrassing.
But yeah,
Child's Play came out in
this year,
1988. No, that's Chucky Comes Alive. Ooh.
But yeah, Child's Play.
It's in 19 something.
Yeah, so it's actually a remake of Child's Play.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So, and I heard an interview with Mark Hamill where he's doing even more different kind of voices, and he's really good. Like, honestly, like, really, I mean, come on.
Like, I'm a trained actor, and my goal at one point was to do the Joker laugh and the Joker impersonation, and the closest I got was things like, "Hey, party pooper, you are raining on my parade." Okay. I'm not a voice actor. It's something that I still need to work on. I think.
No, that wasn't bad. It wasn't so bad.
But as I said, Joker, Mark Hamill, and Kevin Conroy is who I measure every Batman and Joker up against.
Yeah.
Just because they have an understanding of the characters. Yes. They know the relationship with the characters. They know. They pretty much are their characters.
Yeah.
I mean, Hugh Jackman is the Wolverine.
Yes. I couldn't even remember who they said will probably replace him.
They'd be looking at a few options. I mean,
Yeah.
Tom Hardy was one of the top running people at one point.
Yeah, but he's Venom.
Yeah, he's Venom now, so they can't exactly do it. But he was the top running person at one point.
Yeah. Well, Tom Hardy can't. Oh, we'll see. We don't know. Alrighty, let's get to our next topic. I think we gathered our DC enough, and let's get nostalgic. Right?
Go back to 1994.
Let's get into it. I think this is a very good topic for those of you who don't know. And if you don't know, that's strange. But Lion King is actually being released within the next few. Do you know what the date is? I'm not sure.
Let me double check you for that one. I do know it is like in a month's time.
Yeah.
If even that.
It's after Far From Home, obviously.
17th of July.
17th of July. It's in 2 weeks. 2 weeks time. We will actually not be here when it releases, but that's fine.
You
We'll
won't
come
be.
back.
I'm going to be here.
We'll come back when we do. So Lion King is being released, and it looks amazing.
Yes, it does.
Really, John
Favreau, the guy who directed Iron Man.
Yes, he plays Happy in Spider-Man and Iron Man and Marvel, basically. He's the director of it, and it looks amazing. Like, really, the CGI that they used. We'll get into that now. I know what you want to talk about. We'll get into that.
Reading my mind here.
Yeah, the CGI is amazing. Apparently they use some kind of new software.
Okay.
I was trying to look for it. I don't know what it's called. Maybe they want to give their secrets away, but it really looks good.
Shout out to Odette Faree for saying she can't wait to watch it. I can't wait to watch it either. I'm really, really looking forward to it.
Yes, yes. Yeah, so Lion King is coming out with James Earl Jones returning as
reprising.
Mufasa.
Yeah, he is the OG Mufasa. He was the original voice. He is the voice of Darth Vader.
Yeah. For those of you who didn't know.
from I Am Your Father to Remember Who You Are.
Yeah. So yeah, Lion King is yeah. I'm very excited for it. I'm more excited for the songs though.
The songs,
Like
which
singing.
song in particular?
Okay. I just can't wait to be king.
Oh, okay.
I mean, okay. So this is the reason why though. If you look at that song,
That
like
scene,
that scene in the movie, it has a lot of extraordinary movements, choreography.
Yes, we got animals stacking themselves on top of each other.
Yeah, ostriches on top of rhinos, giraffes, and all that, and it's a lot. So I hope they get that scene right, because if you look at Aladdin, and now we're gonna bag on some of the Disney real action remakes. If you look at Aladdin, for those of you who haven't seen Aladdin, but it's in it's okay, me either, but it's in the trailers as well. The Prince Ali, wonder is he, Ali Ababa.
I know that song intimately.
So as he comes into the palace, they're singing that, right? Now in the animated series
with Robin Williams,
in the animated movie with Robin Williams, legend, he transformed into different characters. He transformed from the old man to the little boy to the lady.
He's an all-magical genie. He can turn into whoever he wants to, wherever he wants to.
Exactly, and that's what they were going for, because that's what made it amazing, right? So what happened is they really downgraded it with the real-life remake.
Really?
They don't have that. They just have Will Smith. Nothing against Will Smith, but
Brilliant
they just
actor.
have Will Smith running on ostriches, and that's like, really?
I want to see him transform. I want to see him talk to the kids as a kid. I want him to see him turn into one of those women on the balcony. That can you imagine Will Smith in yeah? Actually, let's not go down that road.
I don't know if I want to imagine that, but okay.
Basically, for anyone who missed that, he turns into a woman.
Yeah, a very interesting woman.
I want to see that.
I want to see that as well. It's fun. It makes the movie fun. It gives it a twist. It separates it from reality.
Yes.
It's a real-life remake, but it's not reality. It's still a Disney movie. Give us how it was. Give us our magic. We want that. Okay? So the scene with Lion King.
Yes, back to Lion King.
Is exactly the same.
So you're basically saying that the elements like the stacking of the animals doesn't appear in the live-action film?
I don't know. I haven't watched it yet, but what I've seen is I haven't seen anything about that yet.
We'll probably do a review on it once we do it, but yeah.
Yeah, and we are going to watch it, and we are going to watch Spider-Man, so you guys will tune into that next time when we talk about that. But I don't know if they're going to do that right, though. I'm hoping.
Nervous.
I'm hoping. Because if they take that out and downgrade it as they did Aladdin, I'm going to be not as happy with Disney.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. Don't ruin the movie for me, Disney.
No. Mark it on what you already built. I mean, you've built an empire of amazing childhood movies. I mean, Lion King was one of my favorites growing up. I related to it because I lost my father when I was younger, and I could relate to the story. And the music is amazing. I mean, the song you like, I mean, I Can't Wait to Be a King.
Yeah.
There's so many parodies on that one. I can't wait till Dad dies, because, you know, once the king dies, he becomes king. That's a dark way of looking at it.
Spoiler.
Oh, yeah. Spoiler alert for 25 years in the making.
Yeah, it's the thing is, don't take away
the magic
from our Disney movies.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't change what's already. Don't break what isn't broken.
Don't break what's already broken.
Don't break what isn't broken. Yeah.
So, guys, I'm the English guy. Stefan is the Afrikaans guy. So, you know, I'm surprised. We should actually get you talking more Afrikaans on the show as well at some point.
Why?
Well, that's your natural tongue, is it not?
Yeah, but I want to be open to international audiences as well.
Yes, that is a good point. And you know what? I prefer the English. I mean, maybe I'm biased.
Yeah, because you're English. That's
What do you
why.
guys think? English or Afrikaans?
No,
What?
English. We're gonna stay with English. Don't worry. Okay, so
Back to Lion King. Yes.
Getting into it, don't try to fix what isn't broken.
Yes, agreed.
That's what I want to say. So don't change what is OG to the show.
Yes.
You add something like they did with Aladdin. Sorry, I'm going to refer to Aladdin because Aladdin is our latest remake and it did good. It was a good movie. They added a new song for Jasmine.
Yeah, okay. I've heard the song, Speechless. It's actually an amazing song.
It's a great song.
I mean, it's basically about her strength and not being silenced. And she is a princess. She is strong. She is capable. And these days, you need that from a female actress. I mean, or female character, someone that the girls can look up to.
Yeah. No, it is. It is. So yeah, and they added, and it puts so much more value to the movie.
Yeah.
Because people, they're not just seeing the old movie again in the remake, but they're having
something special added to it.
Yeah, making new memories with the film. Yeah.
And then we've also got the fact CGI thing. Guys, look at this way. It's a live action remake, right?
Yes.
At least that's how it's being marketed.
Yes.
The problem is, it is all CGI, which in itself is animation.
Okay, so let's get into the animation. I like this. So animation overall changed, right?
Yes.
Over the past 10 years.
Okay.
Let's say 10 years. 10, 15
We're
years.
going on a rough estimate here.
Yeah. So animation shows used to be hand-drawn animation.
Yes.
People
Flipbook animation.
People don't realize this actually, but this is a big thing that adjusted over time, and we never realized it because we were just getting with the times and everything. But hand-drawn animation is out. The only place that hand-drawn animation is still used to this day is in Cartoon Network, Boomerang, Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, all those kids TV shows.
Okay, I am impressed with the fact that they're still keeping with the old ways.
Yeah, well, it's for a younger audience. Okay.
Either way, I mean, it's still an art.
It is. But what I don't understand is, it's more expensive.
Is it?
Than CGI. It is.
How so?
It is. CGI is a smaller team.
Okay.
Right? Because you build your character, you build your space, and then you make it move. So it's a much smaller team. It maybe takes a little more time, but if you know what you're doing, it doesn't take a lot of time.
Yeah. Okay.
Honestly,
I get you.
because there you have to draw it basically frame by frame. If you think of what we shoot 25 frames per second. That's 25
photos
pages,
per second, essentially.
Photos per second. That's 25 pages that they have to draw per second.
It's a lot of drawings that they have to do. I mean, that's focus. They have to watch the continuity on that, because if there's any line is out that isn't meant to be there, it can look a bit wonky. CGI, you have the opportunity to make it look realistic, and that's exactly what Lion King is doing. They're trying to let's not call it live action. Yeah. Let's call it photorealistic in a sense.
Photorealistic. That's the word. Okay, so Wayne.
Shout out to Cora Burtza, who's just joined us.
Oh yeah,
you might want to go back in our broadcast. We actually spoke about you earlier, and then give you a shout out back there.
So I just want to talk about Wayne. What he said. Oh wait, CGI. Did you see Netflix Jungle Book? Frightening beyond. The animals had freakishly human faces. Yes, Wayne, we are getting to that where CGI is actually being downgraded.
Yes,
lately.
Movies are being rushed out now so that they can, meet certain deadlines and just throw the movies out, make money. It's all a cash cow.
It's becoming a mass production of TV and film industry.
We're back in the day. Disney films took a year between movies sometimes to get the animation right.
Exactly.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was a year between movies. But they made sure that everything was on point. They made sure the animation was refined. They made sure the soundtrack was great.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I love the songs as well, but
I love it. Yeah.
It's because they took the time, they took their passion, and they packaged it into a film that could be released when they were ready.
and now they just want to mass produce it. They want to get it out as quickly as they can because it's you know what? It's greediness from the funders and the producers, from the executives, because they want the money as quickly as possible. They would give the money and they want to get their money back as quickly as possible, and they don't give it time to be perfected.
Yeah.
And they forget that it's an art. And if art is rushed, it's no longer art. We are in a creative industry, and this industry takes time. It's not. We're not making 2-minute noodles in a factory. Okay.
You went 2-minute noodles.
I had to.
Are you calling out the fact that I have lunch 2-minute noodles?
That's what I thought about. Thought about. We're not making 2-minute noodles in a factory. We are making movies.
Yes.
Let it be perfected the way it should be. Okay.
Look, we know no film can be perfect. I mean, even the biggest films have imperfections.
Yeah.
But those imperfections are far in between, and they make the movie into a classic.
Yes.
I mean, those are the imperfections in a diamond.
Yeah.
Those are the things we enjoy.
Yes.
But don't rush it out so it comes out like coal.
Exactly.
Let it be refined. Let it be a movie. Let it be art.
Yeah.
Express it in the way it's meant to be.
Yeah. So Wayne, we totally agree with you. The Netflix on the Jungle Book, the CGI on the Jungle Book in Netflix was not good.
Yeah, we got another comment here from our mom, Jackie Hennessy. New songs to a point. The old songs for me reflect the history, so to speak, or at least for her. I agree. Look, the old music has to stay. Did you know that the song Be Prepared, the iconic villain song from The Lion King, was going to be cut out because of the connotations to the Nazis?
I heard that. Yeah.
There was an outcry. It's part of the film.
Yeah.
I don't agree with what happened back in the past. I mean, it wasn't my generation.
Yeah.
But that song became a staple to the movie. That was part of it.
You know, the issue with this is people try to avoid the past. They're trying to cut the past out as if it didn't happen. The thing is, if we forget and we try to cut out our past, we don't learn from our mistakes.
Yeah, Einstein actually said those who forget the past are doomed to repeat it in the future. I'm probably paraphrasing now. I'm not sure if that line is perfect, but essentially what he's saying is those who forget the past, those who forget, for instance, World War II, there's going to be a World War III because they haven't learned from it.
Exactly.
Do the same with film. There is a precedent that's been set now. Grow on it. Don't go downhill.
Exactly.
I'm just thinking of now Aladdin. We were talking about Aladdin just now.
Yeah.
The animated movie was fantastic. Then the sequel came out and it was a whole new style of animation that looked like the budget had been cut down to $10 per scene or whatever.
Yeah.
It was horrible. I was disappointed.
Yeah.
Why are you going downhill?
Yeah. That is true.
I'm busy getting riled up here.
Okay, but you guys, I think we're gonna wrap this up right now.
Yeah, we're almost out of time.
Yeah, we are gonna do our max. We thought it was gonna be probably less, but hey, we like to talk about stuff.
Dude, we can go on this for hours, the topics we have here. We've actually cut it down significantly.
Yes, we did. We did, actually. we were at a point where we were saying, hey, dude, we have to cut it now. We have to stop. I think I'm just going to do a wrap-up with this. What we want to give away with this stream is make the movies great.
Yes. What's our point is make the movies properly. Do it from scratch, work your way up, don't rush it.
Yeah. But go see the new Lion King that is coming out.
I will
go see Spider-Man. If you haven't seen Endgame, or if you have seen Endgame, go watch it again. And we still want to know, what do you think about Robert Pattinson playing the new Batman? Leave your comments down below. You guys have kept the comments alive through the entire stream. You guys are
absolutely amazing.
It really it is amazing. So thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts. We hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Damien, did you enjoy it?
I loved it. I mean, I was really nervous in the beginning, but you know what? We did it. And we work as a team together. We did it together. I mean, Stefan, this was his brainchild, and he included me. He did all the covers and the logo and the graphics, and absolutely, he's the one running the sound right now. I'm sitting here with a laptop in front of me, busy reading the comments.
I also have the comments open.
Okay, fine, fair enough. But you know what? we appreciate this wouldn't be a show without our listeners.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the important part, and we really do appreciate it. Guys, we're going to wrap it up, but please join us next time. We'll let you know when the next episode is.
Yeah.
Let us know how we can improve on it. Tell us what you would like to hear about it, and leave comments, like, share, subscribe. Just join the revolution.
The latest will be next week Friday.
Join the revolution. Wow.
Okay, yeah. The latest will be next week Friday that you guys will hear from us. Maybe earlier. We'll see what's happening in between the week. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. And this is Stefan signing out.
I'm Damon Hennessy, and before we go, Stefan, I've decided we're going to do the little tradition.
Okay.
We are going to do a little selfie, and I'm going to post it to social media afterwards.
Wonderful. Selfie. Here we go. I'm smiling.
Oh, there
perfect.
we go.
Sorry for
I'm going to share it afterwards.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for listening in. This is Stefan signing out.
Stefan and Damien signing out, yes.
Yes. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
I make bloody moves. It's just me. You wanna get crazy? Cause I don't give a
Gotta get. Gotta get. I came here tonight to get you out of my mind. I'm gonna take what I find. Oh yeah.
Bring the action.
What he say? He can tell I ain't missing no meals. Come through and fuck him in my automobile. Let him eat it with his grill. He keep telling me to chill. He keep telling me it's real that he love my sex appeal.